When we last left off, you guys were engaged in we'll call it a siege of Spriggans occupying the town center or the keep of the town of Varnhold, trying to investigate why the villagers mysteriously disappeared. You had discovered Spriggan bandits had moved into the town in recent days, sometime after the villagers appeared to have left or disappeared. I don't think you have any clear indications as to what might have happened to them, other than everybody just sort of suddenly disappeared. And various creatures and so forth had moved into the abandoned town. You guys have taken the keep, defeated most of the Spriggans. There's a couple of them probably still alive from their wounds, but most of them have been dispatched, and they ended up not being overly friendly with the group. So you guys are now gathering stuff through the magical pouch that you found, gathering up whatever I guess is not tied down or bolted down, to fill up the pouch as much as possible.
Well, I'm guessing everything in the stash, that we're putting everything that's in the stash into the new bag holding. If you guys want to take a look in the armory, if you guys think there's anything else other than the unusual scimitar, we might be able to put some of it in there.
Where's
it's
on the first floor somewhere.
It's this area over here.
What's so unusual about the scimitar?
It's an unusual scimitar.
It's a fancy one.
Yeah.
I've got warfare knowledge and arcane detect magic.
Yeah, I believe at the time everybody tried to identify it, and were not able to do so.
Well, we can go and just take it and see if we can identify it on a different day. Or another time later.
Or you can sell it.
Good.
Well, we don't know how much it's worth if we don't know what it does.
Find somebody.
5 gold for a sword.
Depends on how persuasive you are.
That's right. This sword does strange and magical things.
So is the scimitar like a full?
So there is a scimitar in the armory. You guys had also found a longsword marked with the house symbol of Varnhold that radiated magic, and then you found a longbow that was filigreed with silver and metal that was also magical. That one you identified as having a thundering rune on it.
Named Skypel.
Yes.
I'm going to go and put the unusual scimitar in the stash.
And then there's a variety of other things, including scrolls and so forth. The bag of holding specifically can hold, I think I was told 50 bulk by a really quiet person. So as soon as you get to 50 bulk, anything beyond that will rupture it.
Yep.
So but that's quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah.
Right now it's carrying gold, silver, and gems.
I already calculated everything. With a new scimitar, we'll be at 42.8 bulk in the bag holding. So, including all the scrolls and
Feel free to put whatever you want inside the bag of holding.
Okay. I'm going to start doing it.
And did anybody else have anything you wanted to do here specifically?
I think we're in a good spot that we should probably address, don't you guys think?
Yeah.
It's literally a fort.
We searched the king's office and the wizard's office, didn't we?
Yeah, upstairs, the Lord Mayor's quarters, all it had was a torn map that you were able to piece together that revealed the terrain just in the immediate area. It marks a hex to the east as having a village marked as the Gnomon Centaurs.
Okay.
Does anybody want the ring right now?
And then in the wizard's room, bird keeper, etc. You found the scrolls torn up and scattered around the room. His spellbook was ripped up. That was not it there. There were in the paperwork several mentions of conflicts with Gnomon centaurs, but nothing specific to what happened to the village a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Diplomacy, you say, Josh?
Otherwise, most of the paperwork is correspondence with Restov.
Gotcha. What's your diplomacy?
13.
I have a lot of things in the bag holding now.
That's not bad.
It's a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So, you said it's a messenger's ring?
Yeah, gives you a +2 to diplomacy checks and allows you to cast message as an arcane spell once per day.
That'd probably be good for someone who's good at diplomacy.
Maybe the dwarf would like to talk if we have more situations with this ring on.
That's with an X.
That's right. I moved on from trying to
Oh, have you now?
negotiate. I just slap and hurt people.
Mhm.
That's what I do. Turning over a new leaf for the new year.
You're changing your name to. You're gonna be a leaf now.
No, I'm a Yule Fog.
Iron leaf.
Nope.
Other than that, you guys haven't discovered anything else inside the tower that will give you any indications or clues.
Okay.
I think we should rest up and get a day of healing so that when I go down, I don't go down permanently.
Sounds good.
Okay. So
Probably
you're going
a good
to spend the night here and get a good night's rest?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody can click on the night's rest.
Do you want any of the scrolls? Yeah, I could take it. They're in the stash. If you open up the paper there. No, this paper.
That?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So if you drag this out of the way.
So is there anything anywhere in this fort that we haven't been?
Drag it out of the way.
Tell me.
This part here. Yeah.
Okay, because I thought there was like some kind of stables outside that we hadn't really investigated really.
There is, outside the place, there is a smithy, a tool shed next to the animal pen, a couple of outhouses, and a large storehouse.
Okay.
You are free to look around, and if there's something you want to investigate in more detail, let me know. By the time everybody is rested, recovered, and so forth, it's about 7:30 or so in the morning. A bit after dawn, everybody's rested, recovered, prayed, etc. You can redefine your spells however you wish. Or any of your once-a-day sort of abilities have been reset.
Which one should I take or which one?
You drag and drop to your inventory. Yeah.
Okay, so you just put it under equipment or the backpack, I guess.
Yeah, I'll look up which ones are.
So since it's a new day, are they able to see what the two items that they weren't able to?
No, they can't until their skill changes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's beyond their ability at this point.
Let's.
10 years back.
So I just take it and scroll.
Yeah, you just drag and drop it.
So does anybody want to take a look around the rest of the buildings? We didn't really investigate any of the other
I've got
ones.
I'll go with you.
a couple.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go to.
Okay. The three of you.
Yep.
Where do you want to head? Somewhere in the keep or back into the
We'll
village?
start with the smithy in the keep.
Okay.
Start there. See if we find anything else there.
Okay. You guys head back over to the smithy. The building itself has an open front. There's a forge and an anvil out there in it's under the roof, but sort of an open area there. The forge is cold. The anvil looks like it hasn't been used in some time. Tools and so forth are scattered around. Like people have searched through it.
I think I remember briefly looking in here, but I didn't really take much time to.
Rattle spells?
No, scroll.
Is the door here locked?
No.
Okay. Gonna open it.
Okay. It's filled with piles or sacks of coal and various other smithing tools and materials, raw materials.
Okay. Nothing else of note.
No, nothing you find. It's not with a casual look.
Can take some time.
Sure. You spend 10 or 15 minutes searching through the coal, and you don't find anything of note. Other than
I have more black.
lots of coal dust and so forth on you, but no, there doesn't seem to be anything of value in this room,
Okay.
unless you're interested in raw materials.
Well.
I can't get my guy out there.
I guess we'll go to the stables next.
Okay.
For you to open the door.
Yeah. Inside is an animal pen. There are several dead and skinned sheep. Look like they have been butchered.
Okay.
And then what's left of the carcass is left there.
Okay.
Is that from our type of knowledge? Is that from?
Probably the Spriggans.
Yeah, it looks like it's recent. It looks like somebody skinned and butchered the sheep, and then rather than, I mean, normally from your sensibility, you would take it to a butcher shop and do it in a clean environment. Looks like whoever did it didn't care about that. They just butchered it, took what they wanted from it, and then left the excess here.
Is that kind of what the people that are the creatures that we the spurs?
Nobody really had a whole lot of information on them. I mean, you wouldn't be, it wouldn't be surprising, but you don't know one way or the other necessarily. It doesn't look like it was done by an animal, if that makes a difference.
And you can turn on jump. Okay. So hit the magnet.
And then move on to the next building. We already took a look around in the shed right here, right?
Yeah.
I thought we did all of these. I guess
We
not.
did them fast.
Yeah, we did a fast look through to see if we found anything obvious. We didn't really take much time to investigate if there was anything else here.
Do you have something that's giving you a glow, Ben?
Yes, I have my Everlight crystal.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out because I didn't see a light spell on you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's daytime. You don't technically need it, but
It's easier just to have it out so I don't have to go back in when it's going to start.
okay. So, which building do you want to check next?
I'll go ahead and take a look in the shed
Okay.
right here.
Inside, like I said, it's a tool shed. There is several empty barrels that smell like beer discarded in here. Other than that, there's a variety of well-used tools.
Just need
Okay.
to scroll or something.
Yeah, there's a couple more.
And a handful of gnawed and picked at bones.
That's what you can.
Okay.
Other.
Can I attempt? Well, I'm probably not the best for this. Yeah, Nick. No, I'm never gonna attempt that.
Okay.
What do you want me to attempt?
Are either of you two good, decent with nature or survival?
We're outside.
Yeah. You do.
Yeah, we're outside.
What do you want me to?
I was going to see if we could attempt to identify, like, if it was like the big badgers, gnaw marks on the bones, or if it was something smaller. Probably rats.
Looks smaller, not like rat size, more like human size,
Anything else?
or
What's
small to medium creature size.
That one.
The badger, the wolverines were large.
Spectral
Okay,
hand.
so probably the spring side.
It's pretty expensive.
Okay. Move on to the big warehouse over here, it looks like.
Yeah, you head over to the storehouse. It's filled with several months of food,
Okay.
all in good condition, well preserved. Significant stockpile. Looks like none of the food in here has been disturbed.
I'll go ahead and spend some time searching around here, see if there's anything other than the food.
Oh, that's
Okay.
kind of weird. Yeah. Because everything else is what
Basically some kind of animal.
Yeah, this whole building looks like it was completely ignored.
And you drag and drop any of those.
I was gonna put some like healing potions.
Don't find anything.
No, you spend several hours searching through the buildings.
Don't find anything else. No.
No, nothing to those.
Okay. What's that? Another building all the way down here, right?
There's the watchtowers
Yeah.
and the western gates or western towers.
Is there something behind the warehouse? Nope. Okay.
Doesn't look like it.
Very small alley. Okay.
Those both seem to be well used and surprisingly dirty outhouses. Almost as if somebody took extra effort to leave them beyond basic dirty.
Guessing these are just empty barrels and boxes over here.
One is filled halfway with rainwater. The other one's empty.
That's I saw rain barrels. Okay. That's all the buildings in here.
Okay.
That we're aware of, at least.
We'll go relay the message back to the king and everyone else.
Okay. Get everybody up out of bed and get them moving.
I'll take a look in the well. Just
I
for
was
fun.
gonna put 2 healing
You
potions.
see water
here.
about 20 feet down. Bit of rope going down from the top to about halfway down where it's been cut off.
Bless you.
Explain that the one building
Take
is
this
full of
Can I test a perception check to see if there's anything in the water with my crystal?
You can't see anything, just a
Yeah,
reflection on the
that's
dark water.
seems
I
to
want to put 2 down there.
Now,
like
Toss
throughout
it
this
down.
whole town, everything
you're
is
gonna toss your glowing stone down?
No, I tossed a stone.
It splashes in the water.
Seem a little awkward to you?
You don't see anything.
Pull
Either
one
that
out
or
or pull it
just
straight
like-
down. I'll
We're
use
planning on staying here for a long, but yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna
and
make
pull
it
it.
actually. Do you still want this bomb on here?
Well, I think it was preserved before the spring.
That
So.
Yeah, it looks like a very well organized stockpile, enough to feed the village for at least a month or two.
So why didn't anybody? I mean, they ravaged through everything in this whole entire town. Why did they leave this building full of goods? Just doesn't make sense to me.
And maybe they like the fresh, like, the food straight from the creature rather than
Just saying,
preserved.
everything was ravaged through the town. So why do we have one building? This doesn't make sense.
Did we finish searching the entire town? I
No,
don't think we did.
no.
Make
but
up the-
we hit
The majority.
a good chunk of it.
Well, maybe they were stockpiling everything in the fort.
Anyways,
Do we search like all the rooms inside the main building?
I believe so.
2, 3, 4.
Oh wait, no, there was a ladder going up to the very roof.
There was.
We didn't go up there yet.
Okay.
I was
You go up to that. It has a small fire pit type thing. It opens up into a small 10 by 10 room up on the top of the tower where you have a good view of the surrounding area. Okay. Up there is a small fire pit that's now burned out. And it looks like a barrel of beer, maybe 3/4 empty, a large mug next to it that still has some beer in it, and a large jug of oil next to the fire pit. In case it would need to get smoke or something like that. Basically, the idea is this is a watchtower, and if you see enemies coming, you would either signal the town with smoke, or call out an alarm for those that are in the tower. Which is presumably how they saw you coming to the place and barricade themselves in.
But it gives you a good view of the whole entire town.
Yes. Yeah, you have a commanding view of the town and several miles around the town.
Do you want to spend a little bit of time searching through the town from the watchtower to see if there's any movement?
Do I see anything that we didn't see?
You don't see any movement in the village. It still appears to be completely empty. In the watch section area itself, you find a broken pole lying on the ground with the dirty banners of both Brevoy and the House of Varn. Other than that, it looks like it's abandoned like the rest of the town. There's no sign of any movement or anything like that in the town. Although after you watch for a little bit, you see a little bit of movement by the river, of something moving around in the water.
Yeah, big crabs.
Yeah.
Big crabbers.
Yeah, they're probably the crabs we fought.
Yeah.
That ran away.
Tentacle crabs. Sure, children of Cthulhu.
What you guys want to do?
I think we found in like a lot of the journals and stuff when we were looking around, they were like researching the centaurs.
Yeah, what were they called?
I know a few of them. They were talking about a jade bracelet that they were trying to identify. That they had found. Let's see. A bunch of books on historical tribes of centaurs. There's the jade bracelet that I think the wizard or like there was a scholar that was trying to identify. Let's see. There was something about Vorticai's Island. That was like some location of interest that was found in the book.
Mordecai's what?
Vorticai's Island. It was something in one of those lore books. I think when we talked to the cat in the town that was locked in the building, it said the people left at sunset when they heard new bird song. So that's like the best thing we've heard about what happened to the people.
Didn't we also get a location on a map or something?
Yeah, we also got that.
Like, I think it was like 2 hexes to the east. From here.
Yeah.
To the Dunsworth Plains.
Because I think we checked through everything pretty thoroughly, except for that one building with like the swarm of beetles. But I think everything else we checked through pretty thoroughly.
Yeah.
So I'd say either go to that building or go to the other hex, probably.
I'd say we should probably go to the other hex.
Yeah, I'd rather go to a different hex than deal with a beetle swarm.
A beetle crawls out of Jason's armor.
Very
So give me your choice of nature, society, if you happen to have it, Iobaria lore,
What is
which
that?
sounds very specific. So nature or society would be the ones that you guys have.
I'm not even gonna attempt that.
I can do society.
Okay.
I punch things. I don't know things.
What about river lore?
No.
Nice roll,
I have no idea what Iobaria. I think it's a region, but it's got to be relevant here. So, Yulfog, you are from your nature check. You are familiar with the Gnomon centaurs. You know that they're an offshoot of a tribe referred to as the Rashalka centaurs that long ago ruled the northern steppes to the east, the whole region far off to the east. In the distant past, a portion of them migrated northwest and came into the edges of Avestan, which is where you guys are at, basically the borderlands, and eventually came into conflict with people who eventually evolved into the nation of Brevoy. Okay, those were the Gnomon centaurs that migrated into this area.
Okay.
They form a matriarchal society led by a war priest dedicated to the worship of Desna in a aspect of they refer to as Mother Moon. But in general, their history of war with humans and civilization tends to leave them very wary or suspicious of what they refer to as two-legged people.
Huh. I'm gonna let everyone know what my knowledge is. Let's see.
Well, Star Tusk, her deity is Desna.
Oh.
There you go. So she probably knows.
She hasn't heard of them specifically. You have more information on it from this area, from your knowledge.
There is an area called the Gnomon Heights. Just below this one. All hills.
So, there's been numerous conflicts and skirmishes between Brevoy and the Gnomon centaurs over the years. Nothing recent that you're aware of. They've never bothered your lands. But then you had Varnhold between you and them.
And why would they just take over the area and then just leave it? That just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, because they're centaurs.
Maybe
Can't really use a human for it.
At least the
could be
people
like
here,
Vikings.
the king or whatever, they were at least researching them in this artifact they found. So I mean, we don't know anything specifically that they took the people, but they were at least researching these centaurs and like their history and stuff. From all the books and stuff we've gotten.
They very well could have just taken the artifact back and just gotten some payback if the people here stole the artifact.
They could have just pillaged the entire town.
That's also a good. That's also a possibility.
But then you would think there would be a bunch of dead bodies and stuff. Like,
Well, I mean, they brought them to the crabs.
Do we have any?
Yeah, we haven't investigated the river. There could be a bunch of bodies in there.
Yeah, like here, this is your new. I mean, the birds sung. They gathered everybody. They all went to the river, and the crab just destroyed them all. It's your classic drink the Kool-Aid.
Cat and crab conflict.
That's
Just,
why.
let's go drink the Kool-Aid and get killed by a crab. I
That's
mean,
why we
We
found all
haven't
this
investigated the.
That old chestnut when the cat teams up with the crabs.
We haven't investigated the river yet. There could very well be a lot of bodies in there.
I mean, the second we touched the river, it summoned the crabs.
I'm fine with that. I'll beat up those crabs again.
Let's beat up the crabs.
I'm fine. I'm not afraid of them. I just crit them 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of you crabs.
I know, it's my river.
Well, he has that fancy fork.
I know. Crab
Yeah.
work. Do we know anything about their interpretation of Desna?
Their interpretation is it's fundamentally the same theories as Desna, same philosophies.
Yeah.
They just refer to Desna as the Moon Mother instead of as Desna.
I see.
But the philosophies, the religion, everything is very similar to Desna.
Yeah.
It's an offshoot religion, effectively.
is there anything to deal with birds in that religion?
Well,
Not usually. It's more like the stars.
yeah, dreams, lots of
Constellation.
Draws.
travel, aids travelers, explore new places, express yourself through art and song. The anathema would be cause fear or despair, corrupt dreams, engage in bigoted behavior.
Yeah, that does not sound at all like what these guys did.
Desna is typically a non-evil deity, so either these people are like an offshoot and worshiping a different deity, or it just wasn't the centaurs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But typically, like killing a whole town of people, or even like luring a whole town of people away, isn't usually their thing. At least with that god.
Does anybody know anything about Mordecai or whatever?
Or
Mordecai.
That was in one of the geography books, I think.
Yeah, there were some mentions of it in the various notes you guys found, but it doesn't ring a bell for anybody.
I think it was the whole thing that there was like crusaders going to that island and they like kept dying. I think was the thing. It was one of like the history books we found.
yeah, I pull out a whole bunch of historical books because I have 20 books in my own bag of holding of historical books that we found in this city. Town.
Well, I'm not real good against beetles. Well, I've seen the crabs before.
Let's see if we can't take care of the crabs. I'd say that probably be
The crabs kind of ran. The crabs.
Yeah, they retreated as soon as we started hitting them.
I'm not really worried about the crabs. I mean, I would say probably go to the new hacks.
Yeah.
I mean, we could possibly fight the beetles if we want. I don't think we're going to find a whole lot of things in that. I think it was like a granary.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't fully explored it,
We
but
find a magic weapon in the grain.
I think we probably found more here than we're going to find there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look back at the Varnhold map itself. As far as reference, this is what you guys have. Most of these
Ah.
you have explored. So this one right here was a gem shop. There's farmhouses. The granary was this large one over here on the right. There was this building here that you guys opted not to go into. It's a house built up on the side of the hillside.
No, I specifically went into that. It was like some kind of vacation home, I think.
I think we found a journal there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I specifically went in there.
Yeah.
I think there was like a journal there. I think that's where we got some of the information.
Okay. Okay. So you did go in there. So yeah, I think all of the buildings in the village you have been to. May or may not have any further information that you guys didn't overlook, other than the granary that you guys retreated from with the beetles.
Yeah. Was there anything in the gem shop?
The gem shop mostly was looted.
Yeah.
It has been, whoever looted it pretty much destroyed the interior, including ripping out walls and things like that, taking anything of value.
Yeah, there were assorted gems in the bag of holding already, so they most likely, that's probably what they were. What was in there, so.
Does it look like a four-legged creature was walking in there? Is there a way that...
No, you haven't seen any signs of horses in the village. I mean, there is tracks of horses, but nothing unusual as far as that.
Okay.
We checked the well.
There was a dead body inside the well.
Correct. That's where he found one of the first brigands. Appeared to have drowned in the well.
There was another well inside the fort.
There was. There was also a well inside the keep.
Well, well, well. That was very fun.
So what's your thoughts?
I guess off to the hex.
I'm fine if we want to go to the hex.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the thought is, we already went to the river and we thought what we saw was limbs from the sprigs, right? We never saw human limbs or anything like that. It was all sprig.
Yeah, we found like a single like spriggan arm.
Right.
We didn't find any human remains or anything.
Yeah.
So these humans could be alive.
Probably, because we haven't really found any signs of violence except for like a few miscellaneous spriggans. Like we haven't found any dead people.
We did speak to animal with a cat, I'm pretty sure, and it just straight up said they up and left. Like,
Yeah.
Let's go check out the hex. That's really our only lead right now.
It's supposed to be where Centaur Village is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a reveal terrain, at least from the surrounding areas per that map. So you guys are here. You have, oh, that didn't work. Guess we won't let you go over the mountains.
What do we have to start?
Okay, so if I put you back in Barnhold, that's where you're at from that large area map. That's revealed all the terrain in this area, so it counts as having explored it but not mapped it. Okay, the Gnomon village appears to be here.
Oh, so in the Gnome Knights.
How'd you get
The stolen
Oh, 3 hexes, okay.
Pull everybody back to the world map. So I'll mark it again as soon as it comes up for everybody. So here is where the village appears to be. Be a couple of days to your east or southeast.
We'll have to go We all have to backtrack back to the bridge to get across the river. So.
No, you guys are already across the
We're
river.
already crossed the river.
That's where the crabs were. The river goes through the town.
Okay.
That'd be good if we want to like map the hexes on the way there.
You want to take your time and map things out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Do we want to go through the mountains or do we want to go through the flat ground?
If we go to the mountains, it will very much increase the amount of time it takes. By a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if we could just go here and here. Because this is plains,
Sure.
hills, and then hills.
We haven't even been in any of the mountains, have we?
No.
Not mapped or explored
many of
any
them.
mountains, but we now have explored, technically.
Okay. So you guys going to head east then?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
You head over here and then south, and then you said you want to map as you go.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see if I can mark these. These are mapped. And this one is now mapped. And I'll leave a mark Varnholz as mapped. And there is a. Nope. Okay. So I'll mark that one as, let's see, landmark. Town of Varnhold. I'll mark that. So you have the option to. Something show up there? Nope. No. Okay, so that takes 3 days to get to where you guys are at. Back to world clock.
And our kingdom is destroyed. We are very far away from the capital now.
Yeah, it's a fair distance away. Okay, so night falls and then comes back up. You guys are traveling here. The plains, wide open space, grasslands and so forth. There's wild animals, etc. Everything you would normally expect in this terrain. You spend time checking over the area. They're fairly easy to... 2 tracks. I hear that. Okay, so let's turn that, and that. Crows are done. Okay. Nothing of note in any of the hexes. Late on the 3rd day, as you guys are getting ready to break camp and head east towards the village, you see in the distance a group of what at first looks like 8 horses, and then you realize that they are centaurs armed with bows and spears, observing you from a nearby rise.
Okay.
So we tell them they're on our land. Get off.
We're on there.
Yo, Fog. I thought you said you weren't gonna attempt diplomacy.
Oh, I'm not attempting diplomacy.
He's trying to incite a race war against the centaurs.
Obviously, we want to get their attention to see if they can answer some questions.
You definitely seem to have their attention because they're at a rise, maybe 100 yards away or so, looking at you.
Shall we? Like,
Definitely within range of their boats.
I mean, I guess we could try to approach them like peacefully. You know, try to talk to them.
So you're gonna send the dwarf?
yeah, my diplomacy's not the greatest.
I mean, didn't we just give the rogue the diplomacy ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would be willing to go talk to my fellow Desmonds.
You got this.
Okay.
Anybody want to come with me?
I'll go with you.
What about you, Riverleaf and Silverleaf?
I mean, I can. I just don't have any diplomacy.
But you look cool.
Okay. I can come with you if you want.
I think she wants some muscle protection
Right, yeah.
if needed.
I can come with you.
I'm fast.
If you have like a symbol of Desna, maybe you should go up holding the symbol or something.
Well,
So you and the paladin are gonna go up and talk to them? You're gonna
Yep.
walk, you're gonna ride, you're gonna...
I think the cat's coming too.
I'm coming.
Okay, the 3 of you are gonna go over there?
Yes.
Just walk out to talk to them, or
Probably, yeah.
grab your weapons and charge. And I'm trying to get some more detail. How are you approaching them?
We're trying to be friendly or cautious but friendly.
Okay. So you gather your stuff and head out there, walking towards them. Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Okay. You head up there, hands out, indicating peace and so forth. They seem nervous. The lower halves sort of jittery and so forth, sort of like a nervous horse, just sort of stamping at the ground and so forth, moving about. But from their face, they look more skittish than anything else. They're armed with spears that they keep lowered but ready. Is there something?
No, we lost a bull.
Oh, yeah, they were talking about that yesterday. It was falling out.
Might be important.
No, it's just the brace. Oh.
It's just the
only
brace.
table.
It's only the main support.
Nothing important.
Nah, yeah, definitely.
Table won't just collapse on us and crash. Anyways, they keep their spears lowered, but ready. Okay. And allow you to approach within 30 feet or so before they call out. First in a language you may or may not understand. Let me see. Party. Let's see. Over here.
Do they know orc?
They are not speaking in orc. But they are speaking in a language nobody understands. They call out something. Sounds sort of like it's hard to describe. It's like a flowing language. They call it out. None of you recognize it. They pause for a moment and then talk amongst themselves in their language. And then the leader takes a step or two forward and calls out in common with a thick accent. Travelers, you have entered the Centaur lands. What is your business here, Two Legs?
Well, we have just come from, was it Barfold? And we're studying some of the documents there, and we read up about that you would be out this way. In the village where we were, the people have disappeared, and wondered if you could tell us what's going on in this area.
We don't do anything with the villagers. They came to our lands months ago and set up their cities. As long as they leave us in peace, we leave them in peace.
Are you familiar with the Spriggan?
Spriggans? Yeah, he spits on the ground and hind legs stamp on the ground. Spriggans are a plague in this area. Bandits and brigands that come from the south, from the mountains, and raid this area. Opportunists trying to take what's not theirs.
So you say they're from the south?
Yes, from the mountains.
Okay. Have you heard of Vorticai? Some of the papers that we were reading was talking about Vorticai.
The three of you give me a perception check. Yeah.
I went ahead and did my blind.
Okay. Okay. Craig and Jenny, you see you see the whole group at the mention of the word Vorticai. They all almost simultaneously grow nervous. A couple of them make the sign of Desna across their chest. The leader says, "Enough speak. You return to your homes. Leave our lands. We will have no further dealings with you." And then they turn and start riding off.
Sorry, you worship the Moon Mother too?
They're already galloping off.
Good job. We didn't have to fight them.
Did not have to fight them.
Okay,
Diplomacy actually worked.
kind of.
Mordecai like Voldemort at this point.
Can you guys tell us what was said?
You return to the group and share what you wish.
So it sounds like the humans went through here to set up other cities, right?
Yeah, they were referring to the fact that the humans had come in and formed Varnhold on the outskirts of the Noman territory. So keep in mind the history here, especially as your dwarf understand it, the Noman centaurs came through ages ago.
Right.
They established and settled. Then at some point later on,
The humans.
came through and eventually settled Brevoy. Now, both groups view it as their lands. So when you were sent to settle the section around Raventhorn, Varn was sent here to settle his lands. He came in and settled Varnhold, but Brevoy doesn't recognize Centaur rulership, therefore it's unclaimed territory. Obviously, the Centaurs disagree, and so when a city was formed at the edge of their lands, they had concerns. Now, over the years, there's been numerous skirmishes between the Centaurs and the humans.
Right.
Whether or not that's relevant here, it's up to you guys to decide. But they certainly seem concerned about the fact that there are two legs in their territory because they don't trust people that don't have four legs.
Just out of curiosity, are centaurs considered monsters, humanoids? What are they classified as?
I think they are considered beasts.
Beasts?
Yes.
Okay.
So the centaurs were basically like initially the natives of this land, effectively.
The original tribe they came from dwells a long distance away. This is one of their splinter groups that migrated to new lands, settled here, and dealt with the barbarians that eventually became Brevoy.
Okay.
Okay. Now, who rightfully owns the land is a matter of who's in charge. Brevoy obviously thinks the land is just wilderness because there's nothing but beasts out there. The centaurs, obviously being intelligent, they view it as their land.
So they made the sign of the whatever Desna, thank you. I don't think they worship this other figurehead that we discovered in the notes, because I feel like that would be kind of against their beliefs. I feel like so. Maybe it's actually the Spriggans. And if they're further south, we might be able to, and they said they were in the mountains, we might be able to find more Spriggans down there and find more information. Because from what we have figured out, I feel like the centaurs are more or less keeping to themselves and actively raiding villages.
We didn't have any indications of who worships Mordecai or anything.
Yeah.
It was like a thing in the area, so I don't know if it's related to the Spriggans at all.
And the Spriggans could have been lying to us too, right?
Yeah.
It could be
Yeah, they could
the
be.
Spriggans that.
We didn't find any like religious items on them or anything, or any texts or stuff. The stuff we found was in notes about like the history of the region. So I mean, it's possible they worship this thing, but we got no indication of that.
Given their
They gave us
given their reaction to like when Mordecai's name was mentioned, it makes it seem like at least to people who worship Desna, that name's got to be significant in some way. So like maybe since you worship Desna, you can recall religious knowledge on.
She doesn't even remember. Nobody has ever heard that term before.
Okay.
They just told us south to the notes. They didn't give us any like specific hex.
No.
Right? Yeah. I figured. So we can go another hex east and
Towards our village.
hopefully not encounter combat with the centaurs. Or we can skirt around their territory and head to the mountains, see if we find anything down there. Maybe we can find a Spriggan encampment somewhere down there.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we can keep going to their village. They did say they don't really want anything to deal with us, but roll high, I guess.
We will ignore them.
We will force it.
Yeah.
Just like
Every other village we've been to.
I don't know.
Maybe
Roll high, I
we
guess.
maybe we could gain their trust by dealing with a
We
Spriggan.
are not
That
engaged
way
in
they
diplomacy today. Too bad.
Maybe we could deal with
Roll higher.
Maybe we can do a little give and take. Like, maybe we can deal with the Spriggans since they obviously don't like the Spriggans, and that will show them that we don't that we aren't necessarily hostile towards them. By helping them out with the Spriggans, maybe they'll be more open to communication with us.
And that also assumes they like want to talk to us again.
Maybe.
So,
Just a thought.
Okay.
I mean, we can at least get to the hex and see where the place is because, I mean, we can presumably see the village from some distance. It's not like we're there and we're just immediately in the center of town.
Yeah.
So we can at least go to the hex.
You teleport into the hex.
We teleport into the hex. The town is the hex.
That's right.
It's a really big town.
Yeah.
Which you don't see it until you're right on it.
This is true. It's disguised.
It's just a hill.
So your plans to head east then, toward try to find the Centaur village.
Probably, yeah. And just not.
Yeah,
really
just so we know where it is, so we can come back.
Well, you know where it is. You have a map.
Yes, but in the hex.
I would rather avoid the Centaur village.
avoid it.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest, we can probably find it fairly easily. Since it's a village, it's not going to be necessarily hidden. Unless there's a large span.
Well, it's definitely not hidden because there's a very obvious trail of horse prints
Yeah.
currently heading east from you guys.
Mhm.
Presumably heading back to the village to tell them, hey, we got people invading our territory again.
So. Yeah.
Maybe we can go there, or if there's like hexes around it, we want to explore. Either way.
Well, the hex right there is the mountains, right?
They said south, not west.
What are you saying, George?
I mean, functionally, our job's just to find the people, right, and understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's our job, right?
The boy asked you to find Barnhold and discover what happened to it.
Okay.
Right now, I see we just need to kind of
Yeah,
gain the center.
From a metagaming standpoint, civilization level, if the city has been destroyed, lost, whatever, then you have settled land you can easily absorb into your country. If the people are able to be rescued, then you have a strong ally.
Right.
Now they're lost.
Okay.
Well, take one for the team. Mark it off. My only thing is the village is our only lead. Like, they do kind of don't want to talk to us, but it's our only lead we have, and like all the research was pointing toward them. Not
Yeah.
saying that they did it, but they were definitely interested.
Yes,
The
but
centaurs know the best about the area. That's my.
yeah,
It's our only lead.
I get that, but I feel like we should try and gain the center's trust some before just barging in.
Well, I'm not
making
saying
them-
that barge in. If you want to gain their trust, you have to go to their village.
My thinking is a whole town, say they even killed everyone, and they decide they're going to take the bodies with. It can't be that far away from the town.
Right.
So I think we should explore around the town, look for signs that way. Because transporting a full town's worth of bodies
They didn't
would
make
be a
it.
lot harder. Plus, if they were even alive, that also has other restrictions too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
going out here to this village or whatever,
We're getting
Wow.
further away
We're-
from town.
we're getting further away and less feasible for them to transport that many people logistically.
well, Spriggan's like the mountains. Why don't we search the mountains?
There was, in Barnhold, there was no sign of combat.
Correct.
Okay, no bodies, no blood, etc. The only body you found was the dead Spriggan, and then the blood from the pigs and so forth that had moved into the area.
But correct. But even if I'm just talking about, even if they were, say, mind control or whatever, them walking off. I mean, they can't go far.
Yeah.
And we
They
found
can only
a whole
go so
bunch of
far
food.
without just collapsing and dying.
Mm-hmm.
We also found multiple
Going out
ones of brush.
to the Noman place. I mean, it's taking us almost a week
Mm-hmm.
on horseback or whatever to get out here, let alone walking without gear.
Well, admittedly, you're taking time to map the area also.
But even not taking time to map the area,
still a couple
You have
yes,
horses, so yeah.
it's
So going faster.
feasibly would not be the case.
Mhm.
It would have to be around the town, is my thinking.
Yeah.
And if they're
Yeah, we
being-
could go around there. My thing was, I don't think they're necessarily in the town. It's just like they would know about the area, and they would know if there's something else. But yeah, we should probably just do the hexes.
We could do.
If we just want to do the hexes around the town, we could do that.
Well, I've already mapped the 2 plain sexes next to the city. All that's left is the mountains surrounding it. So we can go directly west to this hex and then go around the town.
I think that's where we should start.
Now, do you guys have enough food for an extended period
We
through the
have a
mountains?
hut that gives us unlimited food.
So yes.
Yes.
Okay, which is fine. I wasn't sure what your resources were at this point. So,
Food hut.
Magic ears.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
okay,
Explorers here.
so you guys gonna head west and start climbing into the mountains?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
First mountain exploration.
Okay. Here, give me a perception check.
You want blind?
Given the number of people in the group, it probably won't matter. I can probably just do a group perception roll. Which the macro doesn't work anymore. So never mind. So everybody give me a perception roll.
Nat 20 for Jenny.
Yeah, without much difficulty. It does take several days to search the place. So I will advance the calendar at least.
Who rolled the natural 20?
And I assume we are mapping this as well?
Yes.
Why are we mapping it?
Mountains.
Why are we mapping it?
Okay.
As an honest question.
Okay.
No, the detailed search isn't the same as mapping it, is it?
No, if all you're doing is traveling there and then searching the hex, it's faster.
Okay.
If you're taking time to accurately map it so that you could absorb it into your land, that's different.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
just search through it then.
Okay. The most notable thing here, while you guys are searching it, you find a cavern, a cave. It's fairly hidden. It's behind a spur of rock and some bushes. The entrance is kind of small, size for halflings or goblins or whatever. And inside is a large section of chambers that have been cut out of the stone in the mountain. Most of them have small entrances to each one of the rooms, but then the rooms themselves are 10 or 15 feet tall. From the decorations, it matches that of the Spriggans that you found at Varnhold. But this place looks like it's been abandoned for a week or two at this point. Okay. Everything that would have been of use, boxes, etc., all seem to be smashed, as if when they left, either they or somebody afterwards specifically tried to destroy everything, and there's nothing of value left here.
Evidence of the Spriggans were there. In this little cavern. I know.
Do we know if Spriggans have like anger issues or something? Because we found a lot of
They
their.
absolutely have anger issues because when you hit them, they get bigger.
This is true.
Man, imagine the whole friggin' cavern.
The whole premise is that when they get angry, they get big.
That's it.
I was checking out your droids as they were getting bigger.
Some of them. I got a smaller one there.
Ooh. Oh, is that your new color printing?
Well, actually, that is all individual prints. It's all slotted together pieces.
This is R2D2.
Oh.
Okay. So, where would you like to go from here?
Keep going through the mountain pass.
Okay.
But grace.
Keep going west.
Yep.
What was the name?
Okay.
Spriggan base.
You spend 3 days in the next text, not finding anything.
So northwest.
Northwest. Takes you here. Here, you spend 3 days searching the hex, still not mapping it as such. But while you're exploring it, the river cascading out of the mountains leaves a narrow pass going from east to west that if you were to map it out, claim it, etc., this might be a viable pass between the two countries without having to go around the mountains. Amongst it, the only thing of note is a old watchtower along the path. Ancient. I mean, it doesn't look like it's been settled or used in the last 100 years plus. It's ruined and so forth. But from the watchtower, you can see clearly the remnants of Varnhold to the east, and much of the lands in the plains and so forth.
Okay.
Would be a good like signal tower. For, like,
Map this one out.
Sure.
yeah.
Take a couple of days to map it. Okay.
And keep going up the mountain.
Okay. And then you go to the northeast.
So now we have completely circled around the town.
Right. Okay. This one has steep gorges, cliffs, and so forth, carved by the river that comes out of this region. There is, at one section, as you're trying to cross over, a massive bridge between the gorge stretches out quite a distance, made of what looks like thick spider webs suspended between the two cliff sides. Okay. It's 30 feet wide, hangs above a 50-foot deep chasm, the walls of which are riddled with small cave openings, it looks like. On the far side of the bridge is a single ledge that doesn't look like it has any openings or anything, but on the ledge looks to be some sort of a body or a skeleton. And even in the fading light, you can see there's some sort of a bluish glow coming from it.
I see. Big old spider web.
Yes.
Well, I think we all know what's going to happen.
Do you?
We think the monk wants to try out his athletic ability to
How big is the bridge?
like the bridge.
How far across? It is, I'd say about 100 feet across.
And if we want, while we're exploring the different stuff here, we'll wait a day, memorize fly, and cast fly on someone. I can pick up the stuff and fly back.
I like that.
That way you don't have to cross the bridge.
Okay, so you want to burn an extra day and use some spells to
Well,
bypass
it
it?
takes several days for us to explore the area.
Yeah,
I'm
but
thinking. I don't know how prevalent this is in the region, how quick we found it.
I'm just approximating as far as the timing and everything.
Okay.
You want to take some time, you want to get some
Sure.
spells and so forth, that's fine. That you guys have fly spells or whatever?
Yeah, I can memorize fly and wind walk and all the different stuff that lasts.
Enough for everybody or for anybody who wants to go over there?
I was thinking just probably one.
Okay.
Because in theory, you just pick up the stuff and come back.
Okay.
I'll volunteer.
I think you also got, also got fly dead.
Yeah, it's down there.
fourth level.
That way you don't have to touch webs. and
Yeah.
stuff.
I'd say maybe 2 just in case something happens.
2 sacrificial lambs.
Hey, the buddy method. You have to have a buddy system.
You can see him. It's only 100 feet.
What did the buddy system know? What are we gonna do? I can't go 100 feet.
No, we don't have any people.
It's like
Anybody with a
5
bow?
turns.
Dude, you got a long bow.
We have a bow. We have the range of 90 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll walk
So-
here.
Okay, so the monk's gonna fly over there.
I could go with them with another fly spell.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, the goblin's fallen asleep, so you can't cast a spell.
I didn't prepare it for today.
So that's what the plan is. You guys are taking an extra day,
Okay.
preparing your spells, and then continuing on to search the hex,
I
etc.
fly 2 people
Okay,
over there.
so the 2 of you fly over there. You land on the ledge without much difficulty. Not touching the bridge. There is a clutter of bones and dried husks, several of which appear to be other bodies that have been here far longer, and the webbing is sort of decayed and fallen apart. The one that's there looks like a dead dwarf, clutching a warhammer. The breastplate he wears is rusted and ruined, but there is a claw token attached to it that still seems to be in good condition. The body itself looks like maybe a month or 2 old, and from the positioning, looks like it's almost been placed here intentionally.
I immediately look around the surroundings, seeing if I see anybody.
Just see the chasm and the web bridge.
Does the hammer still look,
Good?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't.
And it's glowing.
Oh, it's a glowing hammer? You can identify magic, right? You have
I
detect
can
magic.
detect magic.
Sure. The
It's not last forever.
does not.
Last 5 minutes.
Oh, last 5 minutes? Oh.
Correct.
So, if you're planning to identify,
No,
that takes 10
okay.
minutes.
I didn't know how
Casting
long
detect
fly lasts.
magic is quick, so that's not a problem. You cast detect magic. Both the claw attached to the armor and the hammer are magical. He also has a small belt pouch on his side.
I'll grab the hammer and the. You said it's the armor? It's like the armor itself has a claw.
It's a token
Token, okay,
attached to his armor.
I'll take the token.
Okay.
Might as well take.
If
it.
necessary, I'll take the armor if it's attached firmly.
No.
You want to grab the pouch?
Just have to tie it on for so.
Want to grab the
Might
pouch?
as well take the belt pouch too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pickpocket the belt pouch.
The skeleton does not realize you can pickpocket. Okay. It jingles, has quite a few coins in it. And then what do you guys do? Fly back. Okay. You fly back. So I will add to your party stash material. And you guys can place it however you wish. Stash. Okay. So is there a way to just transfer everything? I doubt it. Oh, yep, there is. Send to party stash. There you go.
Wow, that's a lot silver. I'll go ahead and put that in the bag of holding. All the money.
Is the bag itself a bag of holding also?
No.
That'd be useful. Somebody bag of holding.
Do we want to
It
roll?
just a damaged belt pouch.
Do we want to roll to identify it?
Which one?
No, Warhammer.
Warhammer? Okay. Give me whatever skill checks you wish.
Got it.
Okay, so you got a 20. You identify it as a +1 striking Warhammer.
And then I'll do the talisman. Oh, probably not.
The talisman you are unable to identify.
Give it a try.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Can I do?
Any one of the knowledge checks.
And what mechanics are we doing for the other
On
items that we could not identify
nature
earlier?
or
When you increase your skill, you can try again.
Only when we increase our skill?
Yes.
oh, there we go.
Okay.
That was for the talisman.
That's...
Unless you haven't
That
identified
takes a
skill.
really long time.
To increase your skill, it just goes up a level.
2 levels.
I mean, like whenever we just have a higher bonus, or whenever we go from like
Yeah,
master.
a higher bonus.
Okay, so we can do it when we level up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jenny got a 28
Okay.
on Arcana for Talisman.
Okay. That is a Grim Trophy.
What was that?
You attach it to armor. If you attempt an intimidation check, then it lets you roll twice. Or sorry, when you activate the trophy, you choose 2 targets, and you get your intimidation against both of them. You get to intimidate 2 people at once instead of just one.
Does the dwarf one
It's a
fit?
talisman. They're
You want
kind of
that dwarf?
trivial.
It's consumable.
That was a consumable?
Yeah.
Oh.
Talismans are kind of like really cheap trinkets that, for the most part, they're not worth the time and effort.
I'm a jolly go lucky dwarf. I don't have a whole lot of intimidation.
Okay. Well,
If you guys
yeah,
have more
another.
intimidation, it might be better for somebody else. You have good intimidation.
Right.
Add +3.
I'll go ahead and put the +1 strength.
I got
on here
plus
on the
11.
rolling.
He's probably the guy that we should be giving that to, not me. I'm not the intimidating type.
I'm not good at intimidation.
I'm a nice dwarf.
So you want me to have what?
Talisman.
Talisman?
I don't.
It's in the party stash. I might be able to bring it into your inventory.
Where's the stash again? Oh, it's in the.
I think I moved into your inventory.
Oh, you did?
think so.
And that's a potion, you said?
It'd be Grim Trophy.
Grim Trophy.
Okay, so looking at identify magic, you can identify. You can make an attempt every day, once a day.
Okay.
If you get a success, then you're done. You get a sense of what it does, and know how to activate it. If you get a critical success, then it becomes fully identified. So that makes it a lot harder to do because a striking rune, well, the hammer does extra damage, which is not really practical.
Yeah.
That's why I was going with, if you get a success, then I'll tell you what it actually is. If not, then improve your skill in some form
Get better.
in order to go again. Especially given that the general identification DCs are relatively low for a lot of things, unless it's significantly higher than your level.
So it's just improve your skill at all.
Yes.
So including spells.
Sure. If you have a spell, it'll improve your skill. And that's what the old identify spell used to be. It gave you a +10.
It's not a thing anymore.
I know, they got rid of it. But if you have something that gives you intelligence or something, then that would work.
It actually doesn't give a bonus on intimidation.
No, it just lets you demoralize 2 targets instead of 1.
It's normally when you demoralize, you pick 1 target and demoralize them. This does on 2 targets at the same time.
I technically can't do it yet, I don't think, because it says the requirement for it is I have to be an expert in intimidation.
Correct.
I'm
Anybody an expert?
Nobody is an expert.
I'm unsure.
We're nice people.
well, I'm trained. I guess that just means I gotta wait till I get expert to use it, but
If you want to keep it.
yeah,
It's a
that
consumable.
I wouldn't spend a whole lot of effort just for that one use item.
Yeah.
But
We're probably better off selling it.
like I said, I'm not overly impressed by trinkets in the game, especially for the value that would apparently has for a one-use item. There's far better things for 55 gold.
Oh, here it is. There's a cantrip that's available to everyone. Well, all spell traditions. Read aura. You focus on an object. When casting is complete, you know whether the item is magical. You or anyone you advise about the aura gains a +2 to identify magic on the item. If the object is illusory, you detect this only if the effect's rank is lower than the rank of your read aura spell. So yeah, that's just a cantrip that all traditions can learn.
Okay.
And so it gives you a +2. So it says you or anyone you advise. So I assume you could, like, one person just needs to cast it, and I guess you could talk to whoever about it.
Anyway, where would you guys like to go at this point?
I guess we'll head south through the mountains now?
No,
Go east one more spot.
I was thinking we go the northwest. Go northwest and do a spiral around the town. And while we're spiraling, we can go to the town over here, the main town. Get equipped,
Probably
And
sell all the
everything.
stuff that we have.
identify stuff, and move on.
Okay, so what direction did you want to go?
Would be northwest.
Northwest. Okay. Okay. And you're not mapping, I believe, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you travel there, searching that hex. There is nothing of note there. And then you wanted to go to Fort Sorenko?
No, the Brevoy.
Oh, you're heading towards Brevoy?
This small.
That's a small village. I mean, Nivakta's Crossing, technically.
I thought that was Brevoy.
It is Brevoy country. Restov is further to the east. That's the capital that you're talking about. There's a village there at that crossing. So you could certainly sell things there, not a problem.
If they have enough money to buy all the stuff.
Well, is there stuff to buy there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what level they have?
I'm trying to get the interpretation of village in terms of supplying.
They're not good. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're just trying to offload whatever treasures you have.
That was not the idea.
Okay, what's your intent?
To get equipped was the equipment.
So common stuff, not a problem.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what
Like
are you.
items and stuff like that. Magic items, equipment, and stuff, because we actually got value this time.
Yes.
That was the idea.
So as a small town outside of your kingdom, they probably have level 5 items or lower. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to figure out as far as when you say equipped.
I don't know yet. I've not looked at any of the lists. I've not planned for spending money yet.
Okay.
I don't know. I know people have ideas of magic items they need
Okay.
or want. We have a lot of extra value now.
Yes.
So that was the idea. Where is the capital?
The capital is a couple of days further to the east. It's Restov. It's where you guys originally started.
Do we want to go there?
Sure. I'm good with that.
That'd be fine.
Just casually stop in. Rest
I mean, it's my character's hometown pretty much.
Okay.
It's both me and Yulfog's hometown.
So you guys head over to Restov near the end of Neth, November. The city is as before. Very focused on what's going on. General talk and so forth around the city is discussions about problems with both Pitax as well as other countries in the area. There's not a whole lot of discussion about the centaurs, although a lot of people are talking about, well, what's happened with Varnhold and so forth. There is a number of people talking about the trade that they're having with Raventhorn and Silverreach in your country. Otherwise, most of it seems to be political around the problems that they're facing with other countries. Okay.
Does anybody have any valuable information about the? I mean, I know they're a little bit closer. I guess we're going to be here for a couple days, so can we do some talking with some of the locals to see if there's anything?
Yeah, I mean,
rumors.
you can purchase functionally anything that you can afford, given that it's a capital city. So if it's on the list and you have the cash for it, you're welcome to purchase it.
Well, we definitely want to get the unusual scimitar and unusual longsword identified,
Okay.
see what those are.
So let me go through what you had on your stash.
I know since we have money, you told me something about some rune that could go on my pepper box to make it actually useful for the.
If you're planning on using it as a primary.
Grievous.
Yeah, Grievous.
It's a rune.
You use it and it turns into 4 lightsabers. It's Grievous.
Nice.
I think that's
Oh.
everything identified.
There's a +2 potency rune on the House Varn longsword. That's nice.
Okay.
Let's go Grievous.
You can sell anything you want for 50%. other than the gems and the gold, obviously. Everything else, you are free to purchase functionally whatever you can afford and care to spend it on.
Grievous, I think, ups your crit effect.
Yeah.
So, like how the axe has one.
I'm looking it up now.
Okay. Meanwhile, Jason, you were asking about some information.
Yes, sir.
What information are you looking for?
I you know how towns, they have rumors and so forth.
Absolutely. There's plenty of rumors, plenty of discussion. I gave you the highlights.
Yeah.
What specific information are you going to be looking for?
Looking for information on as far as what they think happened to the town.
There's lots of suspects or lots of ideas. Some people refer to, they believe Pitax maybe came in and killed them. Some people reference the plague you recently had, and perhaps everybody just exploded and the monsters wandered off into the wilderness. A number of people blame the ongoing skirmishes with the centaurs. There's probably a few that suggest maybe some monster moved into the area and ate them. I mean, generally speaking, you're not getting any solid leads any more than you could come up with because nobody really has any solid information. All they really know is about a month ago, communication stopped and the caravan stopped coming. They sent some soldiers out initially to look. Those soldiers didn't return.
All the soldiers didn't even return.
And since then, Brevoy sent a rescue to you, or a request to you. So if anything, they're looking for your information. What do you think happened?
I think.
Are there any scholars here that
Sure.
we can talk to? Okay.
I mean, if we really wanted to know something important, in theory, because of my whole backstory, in theory, I could technically attempt to get us an audience with the king, potentially, but...
Well, most of you already know Lady Jamandi.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any knowledge we'll need. She's the one who sent us to go get said knowledge.
Yeah, right. She can't give you any info
Yeah.
because, at least until you report said info, and then she'll be able to share that same info with you.
My thought is if we find any scholars that know, because we have all this information stuff about the centaurs and anything, if there's anyone that can help us like piece together or get more context.
Sure.
I know we found evidence that there was a scholar there named Maestro Pendrad. If we can find any of his contacts or colleagues, if he was like based out of here,
Okay.
this would be the closest big capital.
Yeah. Also, given Brevoy has a history with
I'm
the
selling
centaurs
16
initially,
crossbows and
there's
everything.
probably a lot of info on that.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. Let me know when you're done selling, and I can either split up the remaining coin across to everybody, or you can purchase things and fill it out that way, and we can split what's left.
I think we should. Anyways, I think we're going to the mountains further south of where we were exploring.
That's what was at Walmart.
Okay.
Split was so over.
So you're gonna head back towards Barnhold, and then from there somewhere.
Take this.
Um,
I imagine we should probably stop at Barnhold again and see if anything's changed.
I was originally thinking our
Clear it out again.
I was thinking we should do like a spiral around it.
Okay.
So we did one hex around ball. Now we can do like starting here, and then working our way.
Yeah, I like that.
See if we get any information or anything like that.
That's all we can do.
So,
Okay.
We can do more.
So you head there. And you search those square that square. There is nothing in that hex.
okay.
From there, where did you want to go?
Southeast.
Southeast. Okay. So you head here. Okay. This area appears to be fairly barren for the rest of the area. It is their scattered hills and fields are covered with low mounds of grass. Okay, so where most of the plains are just rolling grass fields and low hills and everything, when you head into this area, most of the grasses seem to have almost been killed off, dead, or whatever, leaving just bare dirt, except for different sections, large fields of it where they're just like piled up around a mound in the area. If that description sort of makes sense.
Like a dust bowl.
The shy.
Sort of, except the grasses that are there are still growing and thriving, just in a small mound, and then there's a space of 20 or 30 feet before the next mound. Okay, and in between it, it's just bare dirt and dust and so forth from it. Temperature-wise, environment-wise, it's no different than anything else. I mean, there's snows and everything on the ground. It doesn't appear to be a natural phenomenon, at least from a weather condition or the state of the fields. If you care.
Lord of the Rings. The shy.
I don't think that's a shire.
So you have at least explored the square if you wish to search it or map it. There's nothing else of note other than that geographic condition.
Continue going.
Okay. From there, you wanted to go southeast again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That is going to take you into this one. This one, the grasses return, but here and there, you spot a number of strange furrows in the grass. Think of it in terms of like a plow and how it would dig up the dirt. But whatever's doing it here appears to be particularly large size. Okay, so think of a plow, like in a farm when you run a plow through it, you rip up the dirt, but it's more like 5 to 10 feet across instead of a couple of feet. Okay. They stretch for 40 or 50 feet at a time. They seem to be almost random amongst the area. And the couple of furrows that you find near the end, or near one end of it, you always find what looks like a hole in the ground, sort of like a gigantic gopher hole.
Those are worms.
Or go first.
Gophers.
Got gophers.
Gophers.
Higher go first.
Does anybody want to attempt a society check to see if this area is known for worms?
It'd be a nature check.
That would be a
wouldn't
nature check, not society.
Could do societal go first.
Yeah.
Let's see. Proficiency. I can do a nature check.
You can, especially with your recently upgraded nature.
Yep.
You go right up.
Is that mine?
No,
Well, that was Yulfog doing his nature skill.
it? That's right.
Yeah.
Let's see if you know more than the dwarf. Yes. You know a fair bit of more than the dwarf. The dwarf isn't sure what it is. It definitely seems like some sort of an animal. The druid identifies this as most likely indications of a particularly large bullet living in the area.
I know why it bought your thing for me, because when you logged into the forge, you selected my name as the login.
What?
Because your name on the nature check, look in the chat.
You had been logged in on it.
What?
No,
Oh,
you
yeah,
had
yeah,
logged
right,
in,
right.
and I didn't
Sorry.
notice. Well, yours was there, and I went and closed it.
That's why.
Yeah.
Now let me
Okay.
Okay. Either way, Pickle identifies this as a particularly
I
large
just
bullet
noticed the name change.
living in the area.
Fair enough.
Bullets are
So it's
referred to as colloquially as land sharks.
Oh,
They are,
like tremors?
yes,
Okay.
carnivorous animals that will burrow through the ground, and think like a great white shark that digs through the ground, type thing. The furrows would be made from their spines along their back, as they swim through the ground near the surface.
So they come up beneath us and try to swallow us.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can avoid the area, or you can move through it as you choose. But this hex appears to have the presence of large-sized bullets.
Are they known to kidnap large amounts of people in their holes?
They are known to swallow horses whole and chew them up and spit them out.
I see.
Type stuff. But no, they don't tend to attack villages.
And leave no trace.
Yeah.
What's that?
And leave no trace.
And leave no trace. They definitely leave traces.
Yeah, they come up their
You have
holes
not
and
seen
they-
any signs of furrows other than normal farming furrows near the village.
Gotcha.
Nope, maybe they're really tiny bullets.
We've been some very tiny.
It's probably go southeast a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna head southeast towards where the Gnomon City is.
Most people want to continue wandering out in the,
Battling worms. No, I'm good.
well, or the endless
Yeah.
fields that have no relevance, seems like.
Sure they do.
It's
The
cold.
bullets.
Kansas.
We could go down south to the mountains.
Okay. You guys head here. Without much difficulty, you guys find indications of the Centaur village. Okay. In the distance, you see a large village. Looks like several hundred people in size,
Shall we head out?
several hundred centaurs at least. They are, it's probably about a mile away at this stage. The village itself doesn't have walls, it's just open. And numerous longhouses and stables and so forth in the place. You can see maybe 100 centaurs moving about doing their thing. Some of them are in the fields surrounding the village farming and so forth. They don't seem to be aware of you currently.
Centaurs, baby. We're gonna go to war.
Yeah.
Oh no, I personally made outpace us.
Do we want to go there or search the surrounding lands?
I would say search the surrounding land since we're about to lose our diplomacy person.
Well, we're about to lose the diplomacy person that will be wrapping up for the night anyways. So that's less of a factor.
My view would be continue to explore the axes around town, maybe.
So that
Maybe.
one, that one.
Because it doesn't seem like there's people there.
Yeah.
And it's not like we
or they
want
don't see. Yeah, they still seem like they're ready to like.
to attack.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay?
No.
So your plan then is to move on to other squares?
I think so.
Okay.
Try to get information from any of the other squares and stuff.
Okay. Which direction do you want to go first?
South.
West?
Okay.
Southwest?
Sure.
Okay. Take a roundabout way.
Ah.
Because when I go south, I'm never sure whether to go on the left hex or the right hex. So, okay. You guys take a couple of days and head south, searching around the square, heading into the foothills of the mountain range. Within this area, give me perception checks first off.
That one.
Okay. Without much difficulty, as you guys are scouting it out, in the distance, you see the massive bones of some long dead serpentine dragon of incredible size, draped upon a hilltop in the distance. It stretches across multiple hilltops from head to tail, with massive bones stretching out into the air like strange trees. The skull is covered with vegetation and moss and everything, and you see large birds flying around like they're nesting in that area. Okay. You also see several herds in the area of mastodons wandering around the area. They're neutral. I mean, they don't do anything. Assuming you guys don't get close to them necessarily, but you do know, at least the goblin knows, mastodons tend to be fairly ornery and get defensive.
Wasn't those the pigs that we found at that one village?
No, those were different. The mastodons are big
mammoths.
dinosaur elephants.
Okay.
Woolly mammoths.
Yeah, woolly mammoths.
Like dire boars.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, since I know we're about to lose a couple people to scouting events, we will probably wrap up here then. And